In addition to using calculations to enhance our data source and enhance our workbooks, calculations can also be used for threshold reporting or conditional formatting. In Tableau, this is known as spotlighting. We can use a calculated field by itself or in conjunction with a parameter to make a dynamic type of worksheet. Let's go ahead. We'll create a new worksheet. We're going to right-click that and we'll rename it Spotlight. We'll start off by creating our calculated field. I'm right-clicking in our data pane, selecting Create Calculated Field, and we're going to name this Sales Spotlight. We'll use a straightforward conditional calculated field. So we're going to go if sum of sales is greater than 10,000, then acceptable, else unacceptable. End. A very straightforward calculated field. We're checking to see if a value is true or false based on the condition. Click OK. You'll notice that Sales Spotlight is currently under Measures. This is because we use the aggregated field, or the aggregated function of sum. Anytime you have an aggregation, regardless of the output, and in this case the output is text, it's going to put it into your Measures pane. Now that we have our calculated field, let's build out our visualization. We will start off by adding segment to the columns, and on the rows, category and subcategory. Because we added only dimensions, Tableau presents us with a crosstab style visualization. Very useful for when developing worksheets for financial folks. They want to be able to move from that Excel without losing what they're used to seeing. Combining this with the calculated field we just created takes advantage of both Tableau's power as a visualization tool while still meeting their needs and making them comfortable. Before we add in our measure, let's make sure that it has the correct formatting. Right-click Sales, go to Default Properties, and select Number Format. For simplicity's sake, we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave this as Currency Standard. Click OK. And we'll drag that sales field to our text mark. Notice that it now says text instead of label. In a crosstab style report, we have a text box, a text mark. I can also drag this measure directly onto the visualization. It will serve in the same purpose and behave the same way. Here we have our visualization. Excellent visualization in size and layout for a dashboard, but we want to go ahead and enhance this. We will take our sales spotlight and we'll drag that to the color mark. When we do that, we see that we have highlighted based on our threshold. Our legend is over here on the right. We can drag our legend to the left to make it easier to read. We can also edit these colors. Click on the down arrow on the legend and go to Edit Colors. Pick green for acceptable, red for unacceptable. This makes it easier to read and easier to see. If we want to be able to enhance this, we can leverage a parameter. Right-click in the data pane again and select Create Parameter. We will name this Sales Threshold. We'll set the current value to 10,000 to match what we have right now. And we'll set the display format to currency standard, also to match what we have right now. We'll do OK. And then we'll right-click that new parameter pill, which we see is down the bottom, and show parameter control. Like our legend, it places it over here on the right. We'll drag it over here to the left to make this easier. Before we can actually see the results of this, we need to reference that parameter in our calculated field. Right-click Sales Spotlight and select Edit. Where we currently have 10,000, we're going to replace this with our Sales Threshold parameter. Note the purple color. The calculation editor shows us through colors whether we're using a function in light blue, a data item in orange, or a parameter in purple. Any other text is shown in black. We'll do OK. And we'll test this out by changing our number from 10,000 to 5,000 and clicking End and hitting Enter. Notice that our values have changed. Let's try another one. We'll set this to 1,000 and we should only see a couple of values highlighted. There we go. We see our two values that are performing below acceptable standards. While we're here, we can also edit what is showing up when we hover. This is done through the tooltip. If we click on the tooltip, we can get rid of this Sales Spotlight line. Now when we hover over, we only see the pertinent information. Using a calculated field for more than just formulas and functions, using it for threshold reporting, a great way to meet everyone's needs while still taking advantage of Tableau's powerful formatting techniques.